Well, Alzheimer's disease can be frightening, mysterious, and daunting. There are still a lot of unknowns about this disease, which affects more than 5 million Americans.
Madison's annual Walk to End Alzheimer's is this weekend at Madison Memorial High School. Hannah Maronk is the Community Engagement Manager at the Alzheimer's Association, and Catherine Singh is the co-chair of the walk. Welcome to you both.
Ladies.
Thank you.
Catherine, you have a very personal connection to this disease. Tell us about that.
My mother was diagnosed at the age of 68 2 years ago. I relocated back from where I was living in Seattle to be here, to be closer, and became a committee member, co-chair last year. Did my first walk, was supported by not only the association but friends and family, so looking forward to Sunday where we have a big group and have raised a lot of money, so it's exciting to see that even in hard time there's a lot of love surrounding us.
This is a very hard disease to deal with, I would imagine.
It is. My mom doesn't know what day it is. Has lack of vocabulary, which is where she first noticed it in about 2011. So
there are warning signs. What should people look for?
I think the biggest thing is the short-term memory, and then just, you know, getting the regular checks with your doctors. It's often detected first on paper. It's not really something that they can just do a blood test for, so that makes it a little more difficult, but as long as you're trying your best to get ahead of it and then taking care of the best you can.
Hannah, sadly, this is one of those things where almost everyone you know has a connection to this or a story to share.
Yes.
So what is the goal of the walk?
So the goal is obviously to raise funds and awareness, just that the Alzheimer's Association is here in Madison and the surrounding communities to help and offer local care and support programs as well as funding research.
And there's no cure right now. It's just a degenerative disease?
Yeah, so at the walk we always encourage people to join us, and we'll have one flower that'll be a white flower, and that represents our first survivor.
Oh, well, it's always, I think, and you probably have had this experience, that there is some benefit to knowing that you're not alone. It doesn't make your personal situation any easier, but you see that there are so many people that are on this journey with you. That's got to be inspiring.
Absolutely, and I think the walk day, I mean, we gather over 1,000 people that come throughout Dane County, and they come together, and a lot of them are caregivers and people like Catherine that feel like they're not alone that day, and they then learn about support groups. So after the walk we see our support group attendance go up and things of that sort. So it's just a great day for us to raise awareness and gather people together to fight.
So its effects continue all year long.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it must feel good to know that to have that support.
Absolutely, and meeting people in similar scenarios with their own moms and family members and getting tips and tricks from the support group.
And sadly the stories are pretty similar, I would imagine.
They are, yeah.
Yeah. So you got almost 1,000 people coming.
Yes, yeah, I think we're just at like 900, and people are able to come and join us and register the morning of. We have registration from 8:30 until about 9:45, and then we'll do our Promise Garden ceremony at 10 a.m. and the walk will begin shortly after that. So it's a great day, and we hope people will join us.
What is the Promise Garden ceremony?
So the Promise Garden ceremony is the opportunity for people to talk on behalf. People like Catherine would be able to share her story and say, you know, you're not alone in this fight. Seek help, seek resources so that you don't feel alone. And we also have support groups for people living with dementia and Alzheimer's as well. So it's just a great day, and we're super excited, and fingers crossed that the rain stays away.
There's registration if you're not registered at 8:30. Go to Mansfield Stadium over at Memorial High School. The walk begins at 10:15, and our very own Eric Franke will be there to send off the runners bright and early Sunday morning. ALZ.org for more information.
Have a great event. Catherine, best of luck to your mom.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well,